Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to day 2 of our coverage of the D23 convention here live at the Anaheim Convention Center. Joined, of course, by Mr. Tom Bell, the host of our Disneyland edition of the DIS Unplugged. And we're all like rested.
How'd you sleep?
I slept pretty good, actually.
Okay.
We're all rested and refreshed, at least we are.
Right.
Craig and Rhino, on the other hand, spent the night literally sleeping on inflatable pool rafts outside the convention center in line for the live action panel. Along with, I'm guessing from what I saw from
7,000 people?
What I saw from my window this morning when I got up, there had to be at least 5,000 or 6,000 people out there in line. It was crazy. And one of the reasons why we're expecting a lot of announcements. Now, again, this is complete hearsay, but that's not going to stop me from saying it.
Sure.
We just heard before we went live that there's a rumor buzzing that Ewan McGregor is somewhere in the area, and the speculation is that he'll be at the live action panel today to announce the Obi-Wan spin-off for the Star Wars, as part of the Star Wars films. So all sorts of rumors going around. Of course, we know from past experience that, half of them or more never come to fruition. So, but it's kind of the fun of it is the speculation and the anticipation.
Right.
So, part of what's coming up today is that live action panel where Disney discusses their live action films.
Well, they also trot out all the celebrities, the stars of them. So a lot of people want to be there to see that.
That's why people are camping out.
Yeah.
But the other big one today, of course, is the Parks and Resorts panel. And, we talked yesterday about some of the rumors that are floating around. If you go to the facebook.com/thediz, you can see the show Tom and I did yesterday afternoon discussing those rumors. A lot of people interested in that. That video's got a lot of views.
Yeah, nice.
So...
And you never know what's going to come out of the expo. And sometimes I don't know that Disney knows until the very last minute what they're going to really release.
I would have to believe they know. Well, I don't know, man. They're so controlled.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that there's last minute decisions. Right. Oh, all right, let's release this.
Right.
But, we're hearing a lot of things about parks and resorts. And, excuse me, I need a little bit of swill. It's the only thing available. It's the only reason I'm drinking it. The blonde roast isn't so bad. And I'm Hilton Honors, and over at that, at the Hilton, the Starbucks has a special line.
Fast line, nice.
If you're Hilton Honors, and so you don't have to wait in the line, and that comes in handy because that line was back into the lobby today and yesterday. So I feel kind of bad walking past everybody. I know, I really don't. But
Parks and Resorts,
don't judge me.
Yeah, Parks and Resorts is going to be really interesting to see what comes out of it. Whether they, like we said, speculated maybe focus on the East Coast this year, but also hopefully we get some details about Star Wars Land.
I think we're going to have a name.
Oh yeah.
I think we'll have a name to start, so we can stop calling it Star Wars Land.
Right.
The way we had to stop calling it Avatar Land.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we'll at least have a name. I think we're going to have a lot of announcements. I think you're right. I think it's going to be focused on the East Coast primarily. Yeah. And what else? What else is coming up?
Oh, lots of fun things today. Today is ABC Day. So this morning, Nolan Gould from Modern Family is hosting a version of Celebrity Family Feud with some of the kid stars from the ABC sitcoms. So that's kind of fun. And then this afternoon, Edward, let's see, I should know this. Edward Kitsis and Adam Horowitz, plus Colin O'Donoghue, are talking about the future of Once Upon a Time. That's going to be really interesting because of the reset this year.
I haven't watched the past season, so
you know that they're losing half the cast. So,
shut up.
Sorry. Contracts expired. Anyway, sorry. Other things happened this morning. I think Michael's going to go to this one. This is Mark Davis Goes to WED. So this
WED being
Walt Disney Imagineering.
Walt Disney Imagineering.
Interesting. I looked at who was hosting this. This is Pete Docter, which he's one of the Pixar guys, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. Also this morning, The Power of the Princess. This is some of the voice actresses that play our favorite Disney princesses. So Jodie Benson, Ming-Na Wen, Mulan, Anika
Paige O'Hara,
Rose.
maybe?
No, she's not.
She's not here?
Anika Nani Rose and Alihi Karal.
Wow, well said.
I know.
You're so good in broadcasting.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so they're all going to be there. Also this morning, they are releasing a new set of villain stamps.
Yes.
So the U.S. Postal Service is going to be here doing that. And then this afternoon, people from the archives are going to present a history of Disney stamps.
Oh.
So to go along with that...
Postmaster General is actually here to unveil
really?
that, yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's very cool. Let me see.
Because we had to go ship some stuff out. They're not shipping, a lot of these places are not shipping from their booths. So you have to take whatever you buy over to a post office location that's here in the convention center. Mm-hmm. That was a cluster in and of itself. But there were people like already there trying to get these villain stamp, and they're like, we can't sell them until noon today.
Let's see what else is going on. There's a big video game showcase today. So some video game releases.
Maybe we'll have a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Maybe
Finally, at long last. At long last, sir, have you no decency? Can we please have a release date? So many of us have been waiting and waiting and waiting for them to announce, because they keep teasing it. They keep teasing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
But they never, they say, coming soon, or, coming like December of next year, or all this crazy stuff. We need a release date.
Okay.
So I'm hoping. But I think a part of it is all of the drama last year with Disney Interactive basically going away, and because Disney Interactive and Square Enix were partnered on that project, so maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. But they need a release date already.
Yeah. Well, they need something, because I think Disney Interactive is struggling.
Well,
they're like the only division that's, besides ESPN, that's losing money.
Well, they pretty much gutted it.
Yeah.
I mean, they gutted the division, especially when they decided to get rid of Infinity.
Right.
So who knows? But hopefully, I'll be very happy if I come out of this convention this weekend with a release date for that.
Nice. Some other fun things. DuckTales panel. So there's a new DuckTales cartoon coming to television. So they're going to discuss that. Richard Sherman and Floyd Norman have a presentation about their new book, Kiss Goodnight. So they will be here. And there was one other. Somebody's discussing the history of Marceline. So if you want to learn more about Marceline, and a discussion of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I think that's the highlights.
Well, most of what we're going to be covering today, we might get some of these other panels in, but of course, live action and parks and resorts is our big focus today. And we've got folks covering those. Now, we are, if I'm not mistaken, from either of those two panels, you are not allowed to...
live action, there's no
live
video.
Action, there's no video, there's no phones, there's no tweeting.
Right.
So we get nothing from that until afterwards. What about parks and resorts? Is it same restriction on that one?
I don't believe so, no, not usually.
Okay.
It's when there's going to be a big screen with movie footage shown on it.
They don't want anything in there.
They don't want anybody filming that and pre-posting that.
Of course, that makes sense. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have some updates going out on Twitter from the Parks and Resorts panel. What time does Parks and Resorts start?
Let's see.
You're not ready for me, Tom.
I'm sorry.
You're not ready for me.
Parks and Resorts starts at 3 o'clock.
At 3 o'clock Pacific time.
Correct.
So you guys on the East Coast won't be getting this until about 6 o'clock. But you can follow the DIS on Twitter, twitter.com the DIS, and on Facebook, facebook.com the DIS. You can see all of that stuff going up there, and of course, all of us are tweeting as we find things out and hear things. So it's exciting. Is there anything you're doing today, Tom? That
not off the top of my head, no. I was looking at the schedule, nothing jumping out at me. I was kind of thinking about going to the Power of the Princess, but I would have had to be in line already, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's it. I mean, because it's off camera, but behind us right now, or in front of us right now, there are lines already forming for
just to get in.
Just to get in here.
Today, Saturday is the first day that sold out. It sold out a month ago, probably at least.
This will be the busiest day of the convention. And I really just there's so much I haven't seen on the floor.
Right.
That I just kind of want to.
But last time I did that, I spent $50, so I don't want to do that again.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yeah, no. Nothing compared to your shopping experience, but yeah.
So awful. $50.
I know, but I got a bargain, so.
Well, good. There you go. There you go. So, lot to see here. We'll have a lot of content again today coming out of the D23 convention live here in Anaheim, California. So that will do it for our little morning preview.
Are we coming back a couple times today?
We're going to be coming back a couple times today. We will be coming back after the live action panel. We'll be coming back after the Parks and Resorts panel.
Awesome.
So we have at least 2 more times today we will be going out live. So be sure to stay tuned. And we'll see you all a little later on. Thanks for joining us.